Hello and welcome to another TV licensing video on doing stuff and filming it. I'm almost caught up with these now. And we're back on the big scary red envelope. Alright, so it's not that scary because I've had so bloody many of these now. And the days when a red envelope actually meant something are long gone, because people like TV licensing just use them so frequently, and if I'm honest, I bet half the time it just looks like a birthday card or a Christmas card. That's all there is to it, really. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Right, so it's the usual format. We've got the legal occupier at my address. The little window this time is an official notice. Again, they seem to think that they're in some way official. They're not. They're just a bunch of sleazy salesmen trying to get your money. But, you know, whatever, we'll call it a sleazy notice, we'll call it. Yes. Overleaf, it's the usual as well. Darlington, return address, sustainably sourced paper that didn't need to be sent to me. So, let's just dive straight in. More scary red lettering. So we've got, this time my status is under investigation. I think we've had unlicensed in sort of a purpley green colour. We've had, I don't know, all manner of variations on whatever it is they're threatening me with. I think it's like visit scheduled or something like that is another one. Yeah, again, status means nothing. Please read carefully. You are in breach of the Communications Act 2003 if you... we've covered what I don't like about this in previous videos as well. You're in breach of the Communications Act, and they put that in bold, and then it's if you, just, you know, just a bit smaller. Yeah, everything about this is designed to just trick you in subtle ways. I mean, going a bit off topic here, what these letters remind me of is, say, Atomic Shrimp scam baiting videos. Now, the scams are so obvious to 99.9% of us. They just are scams. It's the usual, you know, dying widow or embezzling funds from an account, small fee to pay and you get millions back, complete stranger on the internet, all that sort of thing. I'm a big fan of his scam baiting work. His reasons for doing those are similar to my reasons for doing these, in that it's there to protect the vulnerable. But those scams, like I said, are really obvious to 99.9% of people, but they're not targeting that 99.9%. They're targeting the 1% which are susceptible to that type of scam. You know, and that can be, he explains it a lot better, that can be, you know, reduced mental capacity, you know, through age, illness, disability, something like that. So they're not going to notice the finer details which to the rest of us make it stand out as a scam. It's the same here. You know, they put, you are in breach of the Communications Act. And, you know, if you are vulnerable to these sorts of scam letters, you're not going to miss you're not going to see the two little words at the end here. So you're immediately going to go into a panic and think that you're breaking the law and you're in trouble. And that's what they want, really. They'll never admit to it in Among Sundays, but that's what they want. They want you to be tripped up, panic, or rather, they want our grandmothers to be tripped up, panic about it, and then rush into buying a license that they don't need, just to try and make it go away, because they think that they're going to be in serious trouble. That's what these letters remind me of. They're just worded, and it's subtle, but it is there. They're just trying to trip up the vulnerable, and it's absolutely despicable that this sort of shit is legal. Disgusting! Anyway, let's carry on. So, as we still have no record of a TV license at this address, and you ain't going to, by law we have no option but to continue with our investigation. I don't know if there is a law. And also, you've done loads of these investigations, and I never get an outcome letter at the end. You just seem to start again. Have I got several investigations, or do you close them down and just don't tell me and start again in case the results change or something like that? But given that your investigations are, let's be honest, non-existent, they're just a series of letters being churned out by a computer, there can't be a law that says you have to do that. So you're chatting shit there, aren't you? There's no investigation and there's no law. And you do have an option, and that's to shut your gob.
Shut your fucking mouth.
And you do have an option, and that's to shut your gob.
Shut your fucking mouth.
And stop sending me this shit, but you know, whatever. You should now expect a visit from Cambridge enforcement officers. No, I don't think I will. If enforcement officers find evidence of illegal TV viewing, you know what, we're just going to edit this as we go. So, scam artist. And so, if enforcement officers, I'll change that one to gits, just cause you could be interviewed under caution. Again, under caution, they have zero authority in any matter. Anyone can just read out the caution, you know, the whole anything you say may be given in evidence, blah 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 blah. Any Tom, Dick and Harry can say the words, it doesn't mean anything. So, yeah, you could be interviewed under caution, which could lead to prosecution. Maximum penalty, it is correct, is that it's not a lie, £1,000 fine plus legal costs and compensation, but it never is that. That, I would say, is a lie by omission.
You told the truth up to a point. But a lie of omission is still a lie.
Yes, what they have said is the truth, but they've left out the actual facts of the matter. Anyway, to stop a visit to your address, buy a licence, tell us you don't need one. The only one that actually stops this bullshit is buying one, and I'm not going to do that because I don't need one. Please get in touch now to stop this non-existent investigation. We can help you check if you need a TV licence, don't need your help, and choose the best way to spread the cost if you need one. Don't need one, so don't need to spread the cost. If you don't need a licence, we will, of course, stop our non-existent investigation. See Overleaf to find out about how to stop our visit. Then go to TV licensing or call us. Don't call us on that number. Never call them. Calling them is the same as talking to them at your door. Don't do it. Do not engage with these people. Yours faithfully, the non-existent Scott Robson. And over Leaf, what have we got? Oh, I think this was the same as last month's letter. Yeah, it's the same. Sometimes it's in red, sometimes it's laid out a little differently, but it's always the same information. Buy a licence, move a licence, tell us you don't need one, which we'll ignore anyway. Banging on about VHS. What does live TV mean? What does on demand mean? And of course you've got the accessible formats that you're not allowed to have, concessions which they'll probably try and talk you out of, other languages which you can't have, and you especially can't have Welsh. Right, so I think I'm all caught up now. I was a good few months behind, but I think I'm caught up now. Only a couple of things left to do and then normal service can resume. So we need to, please do not write below this line. What shall we go with this time? I know. Alright, let's dispose of it. So this particular letter has been selected for a rather gruesome fate. We are going to boil it alive. Yes. Now it seems only fitting that we're using the red one for this, because it's most like a lobster, because apparently that's the correct way to slaughter a lobster, is in the most painful way possible, and not just quickly and painlessly like we do with literally every other animal that we eat normally. But there we go. Rant over. Now we've got a nice big pan of water. It's cold water from the tap as well, so its death is going to be especially long and brutal. So, hob on. There we go, and you know what, we'll separate it out a little. Envelope can go in first, like that. Yep, in you go, lovely. And we'll stick the letter in there as well. We even cleaned the pan. Now, because, as the saying goes, a watched pot never boils, we are going to leave this moderate fire hazard completely unattended, go and do something else, come back in a bit. Well, that is well and truly boiling now. Just going to give it another minute or so just to make sure it's fully dead. Right, I think it's safe to say that is dead. I was kind of hoping it would break up a bit more, sort of turn into a TV licensing soup, but no, unfortunately not. Let's give it a stir. Oh look, now it's breaking up, look. Stir it around a bit. Yes. Look at that. There we go. Look at that. That's boiling away nicely. I like the way it's sort of rising in the middle and down at the sides. That's quite a cool effect, is that? I'm having maybe a bit too much fun disposing of all these letters. Yeah, that's broken up nicely. Look at that. Yeah, give that a good stir. Maybe I should write my own recipe book for this shit. Although it's spread across several videos, I've filmed most of these more recent disposals all in one evening. I've had one smoothie, one I just ate for strange things from across the pond, and now I have TV licensing letter soup. Mmm. I wonder if I've got any gravy granules. I'm all out of gravy granules, which offends me as a northerner, but let's chuck a fucking bay leaf in. I amuse myself far too fucking much with this. Oh dear. Look at that. Mmm. High in fibre. And gluten free. I've no idea if TV licensing letters are gluten free or not. May contain plastic. I don't know where the little plastic window's gone. Oh dearie me. Right, that's enough of this shit. The water's slowly turning pink. I'm probably going to ruin my pan if I haven't already. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching this video on doing stuff and filming it. Please don't forget to press the big button here in the middle to subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you liked what you just saw, please click the like button below and leave a comment letting me know what you liked about it. And as always, thank you for watching.